All right, hello. So we are going to do our motor examination today. So first, we're just going to assess our patient's muscle tone. And so it's also important to mention that muscle tone is on a spectrum where hypertonia consists of spasticity and rigidity, which rigidity is bidirectional and non-velocity dependent, whereas spasticity is unidirectional and velocity dependent. So we need to take that into account as we are moving the joint. And then on the other side of that, we have flaccidity and hypotonia and flaccidity, where the joint displays no tone at all. So the way we're going to do this test is we're going to grab one joint of the patient. We're going to start with the elbow joint. So I'll take your elbow. And so we're just going to assess the motion within the joint and see if there is any abnormal tone going on throughout that. So I'm just going to move your elbow up and down. Okay. So going slow, we're first assessing for any hyper or hypotonia, specifically any rigidity. And so now I'm just going to go faster. I'm going to take your arm through the full range, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the patient displays no abnormal tone. Now we're going to move down to the hand. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go just slower. Okay, so now we're going to go faster. Okay. Now we're going to assess the knee joint. I'm going to have you lay on your back for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just going to bring your knee up. I want you to relax for me. So I'm just going to go slow. Just bring your knee back. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit faster, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The patient displays no signs of abnormal tone, so they are negative for any dystonia. All right, so now we are going to, I'll have you sit up for me. We're going to do a pronator drift testing. The way that this works is I want you to just hold your arms out for me, okay? And so just hold that position for about 5 to 10 seconds. And so what we're looking for here is just to make sure that the patient's arms are not pronating at all, and so we don't want them to do that. You can relax. We can also repeat this test after they've tested negative for just with their eyes open. We can have them close their eyes and repeat the test. We're also going to do the lower extremity, so I want you to kick your legs out for me, okay? And just hold that again for 5 to 10 seconds. We're also just assessing to make sure that the legs are not internally rotating, showing any signs that are being positive on this test. And again, we could also repeat this with our patient having their eyes closed after testing negative with their eyes open. Okay, so you can relax. All right. So last, we are going to assess decorticate and decerebrate posturing. So I'll have you lay on your back one more time. And so for this posturing, first we're just going to start with decorticate. With decorticate posturing, the arms are fully extended and the hands are flexed and pronated. And so the legs are extended as well as the toes are plantar flexed. Because our patient doesn't appear to show any of that posturing, that's good. And then for decerebrate posturing, the only difference is that the everything is extended from their legs and their toes plantar flexed, and their arms are also. Excuse me, I misspoke. Decorticate posturing actually involves their arms flexed and their hands pronated again, so their arms would be like this. The patient didn't have that, so that's also good. But then with the decerebrate, it's very similar, except for the arms are extended in this one, and then the hands are pronated, and so it looks more of like an E pattern. The patient doesn't have any signs of this, so that is good. They're testing negative for both of these postures, and that would conclude our motor examination.